Okay, in this one we're going to look at doing Pearson correlations in JASP. And you notice we have the same data file as what we used with the non-parametric tests that we did, the chi-square and the Mann-Whitney test. So this time as we're looking through for doing Pearson correlations, we're going to focus on the continuous variables here from this empathy scale and this religious questioning scale. So if we want to look at the relationship, the correlation between those two, we would go here to regression correlation matrix, and we're going to put our two variables over there, and you can display it in a couple different ways. If you just want it to have a cleaner table, you can click on the display pairwise table. You can flag the significant correlations as well, though it highlights it. So basically this is giving you redundant information. You already had this information right here, but it's also telling you down here about that. If you'd like to get confidence intervals, so that we're 95% confident that the true correlation between these two variables is between these two numbers, these two correlation coefficients. So you can do that as well. And then if you want some graphs related to this, you can do a correlation matrix. It gives you a nice scatter plot here, puts in a regression line for you. So you get some other information there as well. So you'll notice from this, we interpret this, we've got the empathic feeling and expression scale, this measure of ethnocultural empathy. We got their scores on that scale and their scores on religious questing, and what we have here is a positive correlation between those two variables. So the Pearson R 0.321, statistically significant. It's larger than what we'd expect by chance. And so how this might get written up, it's very simple, just straightforward. There's a statistically significant positive correlation between the scores on the religious quest scale and the scores on the empathic feeling and expression scale. And then we've got R, remember to italicize that, equals the correlation coefficient, and then our p-value less than 0.01. Now, normally in reporting the results, we'd also in parentheses here put in the degrees of freedom, but that's one of the things I noticed that's missing in JASP. It doesn't provide you with the degrees of freedom. So in this particular assignment, it'll be just fine to write up your results in this way. So obviously we're not going to be using this data file for the assignment. We'll be using the pain survey data file that we've been using throughout this course.